DJI just made a boo-boo. What's up guys, Mark back here with another video. It's a real quick one today, and especially if you're interested in drones, stick around. If you're not, maybe you can skip this one. Okay, so as some of you know, DJI was supposed to have had this big reveal event earlier this month. It's still July of 2018, but they were supposed to have it on July 18th, 2018. But for whatever reason, it got canceled. Well, today, there was some printed material that was intended for that particular event, and it got, I guess, leaked, but I mean, it's not really a leak. They were planning on releasing it anyway, so I don't really know if it's a leak, but it literally gives you every single detail about what they plan on releasing. They're going to be doing some pretty interesting things, and I think a lot of people that maybe skipped the Mavic Air or maybe some of the other devices, I think that they might be wanting to make that upgrade on this generation. So let's head on over here to the computer real quick, check what they've got planned for us out, and see if you're going to be buying it.
All right, guys, so check this out. These are the images that I was able to find. This was the image that I had found that seemed to be the one that was kind of being passed around the most. Now, if you look right here, you can kind of see some writing on the front of the protective glass on the camera, right? With the information that I have now, I know exactly what it says, but everyone was wondering, like, what is that? What does that mean? What's going on? You can also see that there are two pivot points, one on each side, so it's not just the single point like on previous generations. If we look at the next image, this is the image that was basically found inside the printed material for the release. As you can see over here, you can see the catalog or whatever. But here's what we got. We've got the Mavic 2. Right here, we got number 1. It says it's a Mavic 2 Zoom. And you can see that it's got a rounded opening. And this, the Mavic 2 Pro, has this square opening. This is what we basically saw here in this image. So this is the square one. And so we know now that we're talking a professional camera system. The Pro version is going to have a 1-inch CMOS sensor Hasselblad camera. And if you take a look back here, you can almost make out that says Hasselblad on there. And on the zoom version, it has a 2x optical zoom, 24 millimeter all the way out to 48 millimeter. So kind of a wide angle and a 50 millimeter equivalent. So you could maybe even use it for portraits. I don't know. And just for those of you that were interested, you can now see what the Mavic Spark or Mavic Air is going to be, how much it's going to cost. You can do the conversion if you want, but it's going to be 769 pounds. The DJI Osmo 2 is going to be 129.99 pounds. And I think this is like the Telio or something. It's going to be 99 pounds. So there's just a little extra for you. Okay, and this was some of the printed material that I guess was leaked that was not actually put into the catalog. So all of this, it kind of looks like a fresh, like almost like a proof of concept page or something like that. As you can see here, it says like, maybe this was the mock-up for the catalog, and they were just getting all their pages and stuff, organized or whatever. So there it is in 3 different formats. So you can actually tell that this is actually in the catalog. Here you can see where the page has been kind of ripped. So this was actually ripped out of a catalog, and this is a proof of concept, I guess, for their layout before they ever printed the catalog. Now, this is what they're thinking the DJI Mavic Pro 2 is actually going to look like folded out. It looks almost a little bit more futuristic, sort of very modern day RoboCop or whatever. I think it looks pretty damn cool though. I'm totally interested in seeing what this thing has to offer. This is where you get all your juicy details. This is actually from the printed material. It says the DJI Mavic 2 is a small yet powerful drone with 1080p video transmission. So this thing is actually going to transmit 1080p video up to 8 kilometers transmission distance at a max speed of 20 meters per second. For those of you that don't know meters to imperial, 1080p at 8 kilometers is about 5 miles. The current generation can transmit at the low 4 miles, so like 4.2, 4.3, something like that. And a max speed of 20 meters per second is roughly 45 miles per hour. So it will turn the sky into your creative canvas. Its compact size and 31-minute maximum flight time. So this is on par with the Mavic Pro and the Mavic Pro Platinum, maybe a minute or two extra flight time, but a minute or two extra is, a heck of a lot better than, less. So I would rather, have more flight time than less. So it makes this one of DJI's most sophisticated flying cameras ever, omnidirectional obstacle sensing. Okay, that was the one thing that the past generations did not have. They did have a lot of sensors on the cameras, but they did not have omnidirectional. So this means that we're probably going to finally see sensors on top of the drone. With APAS and Active Track 2.0, I'm thinking that that's probably just going to be a bump up with the software. Active Track has always been pretty good, but if they've managed to improve it somehow, being able to track subjects with your drone, especially if you like to do vlogging or you like to, do any sort of follow movements and stuff, Active Track has always been great, but if they can improve on that, I'm all for it. It also says gives you the confidence to take to the sky and capture your moment. And it's also going to have a dolly zoom, which is going to be on the zoom version only. So some of you have probably seen the dolly zooms where you kind of push the camera forward while zooming the camera out with the lens. You've seen it in several different style movies. I don't know why they would do that with the zoom version only. It's like if I'm buying the Pro, I want all the stuff that all the lesser stuff has. But at any rate, so it's going to be called the DJI Mavic 2 Pro and the DJI Mavic 2 Zoom.
All right, guys, so there you have it. There you go. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. It's mostly super duper appreciated. And also, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys again on the next video. Peace.